With our record-breaking heat here in Portland, we've had plenty of hot days. Now we're getting into fall. It is heating time, and you know something? Just like my heater here, I've got to maintain it. I brought an expert in so we can talk a little bit about why you have to maintain it so you're not stuck on those cold days this winter. Let's talk a little bit about heating and air conditioning for a minute. What's the biggest things on maintenance that we got to talk about when we talk about keeping this heat and work all year round?
Usually the main thing is people forget about doing that maintenance every year. We find a lot of systems are failing due to drain lines and loose connections. Sometimes components that have gotten to the end of their life and start to fail. Every furnace is a little bit different. They take some cleaning of the burners to cleaning of drain lines. What we have here is a lower efficiency grade model, so it doesn't have a drain line that needs to be cleaned out and drain traps that get clogged, but you still have flame sensors. We have burners, you know, all these things that just pull in dust. Like here you can see we've got this grill front door, so it's pulling in air from its space for combustion. So it's drawing that in into the burners. With that air comes dust, steel filings, you know, lint. We always get the ones that are like next to the laundry room. You know, and so now they're pulling in dryer lint.
That could be its own fire hazard in its own way.
Absolutely.
If you get it going.
So like you can see down here, we've got a lot of debris. So this is kind of a mixed bag of debris here. We've got some of this is just soot. You know, this is all basically from the gas. It produces kind of this white sulfury kind of soot.
Always seems that, you know, if you've got heating or air conditioning, at least in my experience, they always die right when you don't want them to die.
Yeah, 30-degree day.
Yeah.
People always ask me about why is it that my furnace always dies on that 20-degree day? And I tell them it's not typically that it dies on that 30-degree day. It's just that's when you notice that it's dying. You know, we get a lot of times where, you know, the calls that come into us, they're on those really cold days, but the system's been malfunctioning for the last 2 months. It's just now finally gotten cold enough where maybe a short cycling furnace was able to keep up on a 50-degree day, but then now when it's 30 and it needs to run for a long period, it's not able to keep up. You know, we want electricity to be conducted through the circuit, not through the furnace.
Yep.
We want to keep the flame in the heat exchanger, not outside, and the water in the drain lines.
Makes sense. So this is like doing a car tune-up in a way. If the flame's not going well, then you've got a rough running car or a rough running furnace. Mm-hmm. Mine was a very easy fix. I had a loose wire. That's all it might be. But you know something? Maintaining your furnace is like fixing your car. You want to figure it out when it's in the shop instead of leaving you on the side of the road when you need it the most.